is up, folks? This is t-dyno bringing you a Mikasa figure today. Mikasa, however you want to pronounce her name. This is an exclusive figure by Good Small Company. Well, not really exclusive. What I mean by exclusive is that I actually pre-ordered this figure from the Good Small Company website, and instead of just getting a regular base, I actually got the rooftop base. Now that is the exclusive deal you get with Good Small Company if you pre-order with them. So for this Mikasa Ackerman figure, I got the rooftop as the base instead of a regular base, and I'm definitely excited for it. So let's begin with this figure review, shall we? At the top, on the front, of course you can see Mikasa right there, and there's Good Small Company on the top right. Funimation, because Funimation's actually doing the English dub for Attack on Titan, if I am correct. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, that's why Funimation's there on the top left next to the Shingeki no Kyojin title right there. As you can move down, here is the window. Now, from what I can see from the window, she comes with two swords. There is a pole that connects her to the roof. There is some 3D gear, some wires, and some gas canisters. So it'll probably take me a bit to set her up and whatnot and show you guys what she looks like outside of her box. As we move down, here is a short preview of what Mikasa looks like outside of her box. Mikasa, I mean. As you can see, there's the X version 1/8 scale pre-painted figure sculpted by Kicking or King, however his name is pronounced, or her name. As you can see, Mikasa Ackerman. Alright. Let's turn to the right side. Now, this is what the full figure will look like once we get her outside the box. Let me move back a bit so you can actually get the full image. And as you can see, it looks really nice. It looks really, really badass. I always say, in my Attack on Titan videos, I always say these characters look badass, and they do. They look really, really amazing. They look like they're filled with badassery. Alright, here's the back side. You get to see some more previews of what she looks like outside of her box. Now, I must say she does look really, really nice. I mean, this is competing with Kotobukiya's Mikasa. So, I think this poses a little bit better than Kotobukiya's, but that's just me. And I think her face hair looks a lot better than Kotobukiya's Mikasa also. So, let's sit to this side. A window right there for you guys, and then another preview. Oh no, yeah, let's head to the top and then call it. So here's the top. Good Small Company, Mikasa Ackerman. Alright. I'm going to open her up now. It'll take me about 10 minutes, 15 minutes to set her all up. Make sure I don't mess up anything. Make sure the wires aren't a pain in the ass and whatnot. So yeah, I hope the wires aren't a pain in the ass. So, hang on for a bit and I'll show you guys what she looks like outside of the box. Alright guys, here's Mikasa outside of her box. What do I have to say about this figure? Well, it's a pretty nice figure. Looking from the overall design of Mikasa, she looks really nice. Mikasa doesn't disappoint. Good Small Company did a great job overall. It took me about maybe 20 minutes to assemble this figure. It's all because of the 3D maneuver gear. Most Attack on Titan figures, they usually take quite a bit of time to assemble because of their 3D maneuver gear. And of course the swords and whatnot, and putting them onto the base and all that mumbo jumbo. It's just a little bit time consuming. So just a warning, if you do get this figure, you will have to spend a little bit of time trying to assemble the figure. And if you're a perfectionist, it will take a lot more time, you know. So let's head into the figure review. Now first here we have Mikasa's face, which is really nice. Just looking from this angle right here, from this frame, it just looks amazingly accurate. I have no complaints about it. She looks pretty. Face looks nice. It looks exactly like her counterpart from the manga and anime. And yeah, the hair is spot on. It's black, short. It looks a little bit purple in this video for some reason, or in my video it looks a little bit purple from the camera, but it's black. It's probably because of the light shining on it, but it's black. Eyes look good, nose looks good, lips look good. Oh man. And yeah, that's Mikasa for you. So I'm gonna move down a little bit. As you can see, she comes with 2 swords. Now this is her mid portion, or middle of the body, torso, chest, stomach, whatever, whatever the middle portion of the body is called. Yeah, from this frame you'll see the holster for her swords, or whatever it's called. There is, you know, her whole entire chest. She has a little bit of a chest going on, you see, and she does have a 6-pack, which is, you know, amazing. Like, she'll put men to shame just for her 6-pack. Like, holy shit, dude. But it's too bad we can't see it in this figure, because, you know, this is Mikasa's moment to shine as a badass, even though she already is a badass. But that is the middle portion of her body. Now moving down a bit, there is, let me zoom out a bit so you can get a good focus. There is the gas canister right there. Now it comes with 2. You put one on the right leg and the left leg. Both legs have a hole that allows you to attach the gas canisters to it. So let me back up a bit so you can get a good view. There we go. Of course, the boots are shiny, attire is good, uniform looks good. There's nothing wrong with the uniform. It looks exactly how it looks like in a manga and the anime. So kudos to Good Small Company for that. And yeah, that's pretty much the whole front side of Mikasa. Moving down, I'm gonna show you the exclusive base made from, or offered by Good Small Company. I'm gonna roll down my camera a bit so you can see. Now here is a rooftop. Like I said earlier, you only get this if you pre-ordered from the Good Small Company website, or maybe if you're getting it from a Good Small Company booth at a convention or something, I'm not sure. But yes, you can only get this exclusive base from the Good Small Company website. Yeah, I think this is pretty much the only exclusive thing that came with the pre-order. You know, comparing this to the variant version, I believe the variant version is just a regular base or something. I can't recall. I do remember seeing something with a Titan's face or Titan's mouth or something. I'm not sure that was Good Small. It might have been Good Small Company, and then they might have changed it. I can't remember, but that one looked pretty scary, and I think it looked a little bit off. And I don't know. I don't even see it anymore. I don't even know where the picture for it went, but there was something planned for that, I believe. So, you know, I opted for the rooftop instead. As you can see, here's a window right here. This indicates maybe this is a rooftop in the attic or something. Very nice detail to the rooftop. It's like ripped apart half, or ripped in half, I mean. It's pretty nice detail. Turn around a little bit, and you can see right here some more details of the rooftop. Nothing that spectacular, but still a great design. I like this base compared to the other base. And this is a cool feature right here. It's like a piece of the house cut off, so it's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool design. So yeah, I like the rooftop. It's a pretty cool design. Alright, now let's head to a different angle real quick. So we're gonna look at this part right here. I'm gonna put my camera back up a bit, so bear with me. Alright. Now, for this part, the left side of Mikasa, or the back side, however you want to view it, it's pretty interesting. As you can see from here, it is the 3D maneuver gear. All you do is you push it into the back and it'll stay in the back. Make sure you give it a good push, because if you don't, it'll just fall off. Moving down, there is, you know, a little bit of an ass. You know, it's something. It's not like terrible or anything, but it's a little bit of an ass, you know, a little bit. She is a pretty fit girl, so you know, them squats might be doing her pretty good. There's the right canister, or right gas canister, and as you can see, it is hooked up to a peg that pretty much hooks up to the 3D maneuver gear. I'll explain it in a bit. Moving down, there's her right foot, and it is connected to the pole that connects to the rooftop. Pretty simple. Alright, let me turn her a bit. Okay, and then I'm gonna talk to you guys about the maneuver gear real quick and how it's all set up and whatnot. Okay, so here is the maneuver gear, the 3D maneuver gear. Let me move it into place. As you can see, it's a whole bunch of wires and whatnot. It looks pretty complicated, but it's not really complicated. All you do is follow the pictures with the instructions that come inside the box, and you're pretty good to go. But I'll give you a little bit of rundown on what to expect. So this is the main part of the figure, or the backside. It's like the heart of the 3D maneuver gear. What you do with that is you put it into the back, like I previously stated, and you hook up these two weird looking, let's see, what should I call them? These connecting points or connecting pieces to the gas canister, as you can see, and the 3D maneuver gear. So it hooks up. There's like two holes. Let me focus there, right there. If you look on the left side and the right side, that is where the two connecting poles connect into the 3D maneuver gear. It's really small, and you might have to work your way around it. Now right like below the 3D maneuver gear, you see two wires. That is where you put your wires in from the gas canisters. It looks hard, but it really isn't. It's really easy to put in, and it stays in, so it's not that much of a problem. And just make sure you play around with it a bit so you can get the certain look that you want. So yeah, as you can see, it extends from the gas canister on the left side, and then the right side comes from that gas canister. Alright, now for the swords. The swords are really easy to put in also. I had a little bit of trouble, of course, putting it into the hips. As you can see from this one right here, that is coming from the right sword, which is in our right hand. You'll have to, mess around with it a little bit in order to put it in. It's not that hard, but it does take some time. And then there's also the left hip right there, or the left side, that hooks up to her left sword, or the sword that's in her left hand, which is this one right here, which is extending out. And I guess I'll show you some shots of the swords. Let me zoom out a bit. And then that's how the sword's supposed to be hooked up. The swords are really easy to put in. Didn't give me much of a problem, to be honest. So yeah. Alright. I guess let me get a good angle from here. Alright. So, my overall thoughts for this figure. I know I've been rambling a lot during this figure review. I didn't offer much insight or much detail regarding this figure. However, I do have to say that it is a pretty nice figure. I can't remember how much I spent on this figure. It might have been in the 90s or the hundreds, maybe, I'm not sure. But this figure, it's pretty decent for its price. I mean, it's nothing like that hard to assemble, or it's not like spectacular, figure of the year or anything like that, but it's still a pretty decent figure. It's a decent Attack on Titan figure. It's up there with in terms of just Attack on Titan or Shingeki no Kyojin, is one of the top figures up there, like in terms of design, assembling the figure, the overall pose, looks, all that mumbo jumbo. It looks really nice. It's a good representation of Mikasa Ackerman from Shingeki no Kyojin, and that's all I have to say. Good Small Company did a good job with it, and I hope the next figures are good. I haven't ordered any of the other figures. I think I've missed a pre-order for them, but they look they look good. Good Small Company is doing a good job with the Attack on Titan series also, so kudos to them. And yeah, you should check it out. Alright guys, thanks for watching. This is t-dyno with the Attack on Titan figure review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I wasn't giving much details and rambling about random shit, but that's how I am. I hope my 3D maneuver gear guide kind of helped you a little bit. It's a little confusing, but if you play around with it a little bit, you'll understand how the 3D maneuver gear works. Alright, that is it. This is t-dyno. Sayonara.